Imagine being the kindest person in the room. You show up, you listen, you forgive fast. And yet, somehow you're still the one getting talked to like you don't matter. People cut you off, they step over your boundaries, take your kindness, and treat it like it's unlimited. And the scariest part? You start wondering if the problem is you. If I just explain better, if I just stay calm, if I just love harder, maybe they'll finally respect me. But here's the harsh truth. These aren't misunderstandings. They're warnings. And what I'm about to tell you might be the wake-up call you've needed for a long time. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 forms of disrespect you should stop forgiving, not because you're selfish, but because you're finally choosing yourself. And number 5, that's the one almost everyone tolerates, and it quietly destroys your self-esteem. Let's get into it. 1. Public humiliation, disguised as just joking. This one hurts because it's sneaky. Someone puts you down in front of others, then laughs like it's nothing. They call it teasing, humor. I'm just playing. But pay attention to the pattern. The joke always has a target, and the target is you, your appearance, your intelligence, your emotions, your life choices. And the room laughs, and you feel your stomach drop. So you smile, because you don't want to look sensitive, because you don't want to ruin the vibe. But every time you laugh along, you send a silent signal. Your disrespect is allowed if you make it entertaining. The truth is, humor that connects feels warm. Humor that humiliates feels sharp. This is what you can do. You don't have to give a speech. Don't laugh. Don't explain. Just pause. One of the most powerful responses to a bad joke is silence. That silence says, rethink what you just did. If they respect you, they will feel that shift and adjust. If they react by mocking you for having standards, that tells you everything you need to know about who they really are. 2. Deliberate lying, the knife with a smile. Let's be clear, people make mistakes, people forget, people misunderstand. But deliberate lying, the kind where they know the truth and choose to hide it, is not a small thing. Because a lie isn't just misinformation. It's a message. It says, I'm willing to manipulate your reality to make my life easier. I'm okay with you being confused. I'm okay with you looking foolish because it benefits me. And if you keep forgiving it quickly, without consequences, you accidentally teach them something, that you're a safe place to disrespect. Here's how it usually looks. They swear they didn't mean it, but they repeat it. They get caught, then flip it on you. Why are you being so dramatic? They make you feel like asking for honesty is too much. No, it's not too much. Truth is the bare minimum for closeness. So here is what to do instead. You don't have to scream. You don't have to chase explanations. You just need one sentence and a decision. I need honesty to stay in your life. If that's not something you can offer consistently, we can't be close. Kind people don't need to become suspicious. They just need to become selective. 3. Boundary bulldozing, when no means nothing to them. Boundaries are not walls, they're instructions. They teach people how to treat you. And some people do this thing where they treat your boundaries like they're optional. They push, they test, they act confused, they keep asking. You say, I can't talk right now. They call again and again. You say, please don't bring that up. They bring it up in public. You say, I need space. They show up anyway. And then you start questioning your own right to have limits. Maybe I'm being selfish. Maybe I'm too strict. Maybe I should be more understanding. But here's the reality. People who respect you don't need 10 reminders. A boundary without a consequence is just a request. So next time it happens, try this. Instead of over-explaining, keep it simple. Set the boundary. I'm not available after 9 p.m. Then calmly add the consequence. If you call after that, I'll respond the next day. Thank you for your understanding. And most importantly, follow through. If they call, you respond the next day. Not to punish them, but to protect yourself. Because your peace is not something you negotiate. 4. Taking your kindness for granted. The one-way street. Being kind is powerful. It's rare. It's healing. It's attractive. But there are people who see kindness and think, oh good, a free resource. They always need something, a favor, a ride, a long emotional dump at midnight, your time, your energy, your patience, and the moment you need support, they're unavailable, busy, silent, gone. That's not a relationship. That's a transaction where you keep paying. You start feeling drained, resentful, guilty for feeling resentful. And then you blame yourself because you shouldn't keep score. Let me reframe that. Noticing imbalance isn't keeping score. It's having self-respect. Here is what you can do. Test reciprocity gently. Stop over-explaining. Try, "I can't do that." Or, "I'm not able to help this time. I have to prioritize myself right now." Watch what happens next. Because here is the hard truth. Stop confusing being needed with being valued. If they only show up when you're doing something for them, they don't value your presence. They just value your service. 5. The backup role, when you're treated like an option. This is the quiet one, the common one, the one people normalize. They message you when they're bored. They make plans, then cancel last minute. They disappear for weeks and come back like nothing happened. They keep you close enough to be available, but not close enough to be chosen. You become their maybe, their filler, their backup. And if you're a kind person, you'll tell yourself, "They're just busy. They're going through something. I don't want to be demanding." But here's the emotional truth. Your heart can't relax in a relationship where your place is unstable. Consistency is not a luxury. It's a need. Here is what you can do. Raise your standards without drama. Try, "I'm looking for consistent connection. If you're not in a place for that, I understand, but I'm not available for on and off." Then step back, not as a threat, as a decision, because being low maintenance should never mean being low value. 6. Emotional dismissal. Your feelings are not up for debate. This one is dangerous because it slowly rewires your self-trust. You finally open up, you explain what hurt you, and they respond with, "You're exaggerating. It's not that deep. You're too sensitive." And suddenly, you're defending your feelings like they're on trial. Over time, you stop bringing things up. You start swallowing your reactions. You start doubting your memory, your intuition, your experience. That's not communication. That's emotional control. Healthy people may not always agree with your feelings, but they will respect that you have them. Next time this happens, respond with this simple but powerful sentence. "You don't have to understand my feelings to respect them." Say it calmly, and then let the words sit there. Because the truth is, if your emotions aren't safe, nothing in that relationship is. 7. Trust betrayal. Closeness is a privilege. Trust is built slowly. It's built through small moments, consistency, honesty, protection, loyalty. And betrayal doesn't always look like something dramatic. Sometimes it's sharing something you told them in private, breaking an agreement, and acting like it's nothing, or simply choosing their convenience over your well-being. When someone betrays your trust and you immediately forgive without rebuilding, you send a message, one that can cost you deeply, that they can betray you and still enjoy the privilege of being close to you. Forgiveness is personal, but access is earned. If you choose to keep them in your life, trust must be rebuilt with actions, not words. You can say, "I'm not pretending that didn't happen. If we move forward, it will be slowly, and I need consistent proof I can trust you again." And if they get angry at the consequences of their choices, that's not regret, that's entitlement. Let's bring this home. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate, and the moment you stop tolerating the things that shrink you, something shifts. Not everyone will like the new you, but the right people will respect the new you. So here's your reminder. You don't need to prove your worth by enduring pain quietly. Your dignity is not something you earn, it's something you confidently protect.